Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's ugly out there, folks. Not gonna lie. But as they say here in the UK, still could be worse. Resetting a cost basis. I'll get into this. First, welcome to the tradingsyndicate.org. I'm JJ. vwaptrader1 on X. And we are watching all risk assets get sold off. Hey, Alexander. What is the bottom line? Where'd you go get that from? Like I gotta bug you. If I don't, nobody else will. Hola Juan, what's up, Checkup Charter? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our stream. Hey Charles, how you doing? That was a quick nap. You're back at it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, overnight inventory is really short. I'm looking for 68.44. We came down to 68.50. Right now we're negotiating, and I use that term loosely. We are negotiating yesterday's low. So let's see if we open on a gap or not. We should get some movement back up. Whoa, what did I do? But remember that everybody, his dog, his cat, his Bitcoin, everyone is trapped long above. Okay, so what happens in markets is markets go up at the end of the year so everybody can get paid their bonus, right? And buy the new McLaren or whatever the new hot car is. And then what we do is we reset cost basis, right? And everybody gets surprised when that happens. They're like, oh my God, the sky is falling. This thing's horrible. What are we going to do? And I know as an investor, it's very hard to sit and watch your equity go down every day, right? And Pagani, ooh, nice slicing, man. I do love a nice Pagani. There's actually a dealership in Manchester. Don't think they'd let me in the door, though. Anyway, okay, back on ES. Okay, so when we go and we reset cost basis, what we're doing is we're trying to find levels where everybody wants to play again. Okay, and that is going to take some time. But not to worry, because we can make some money in the meantime. Okay? We can definitely make money in the meantime. You just have to be, you guys hate this word, so I'm going to use another one. You have to be smart. Okay? Not patient. Let's just replace the word patient with smart. Because there's smart money and there's dumb money. And what we want is for you to be smart money. Okay? And smart money is always thinking, where can I get a deal? Right? Where's the deal? Right? Where's the trade? Where can I take your soul for $5? Right? That's what smart money thinks, right? How can I steal your soul for $5? So what we do is we wait for them to come in and start bidding. If you're a look below and fail trader, right? Overnights and days like this are difficult because the market keeps going lower and lower and lower. And you take that quick look below and fail and it doesn't work, right? And then you're like, JJ, I hate you. And that's okay, right? But you've got to realize that when all of the inventory is above us and everyone's panic selling, right, and getting margined out and everything, right, you got to understand that that trade might not work as well as in an uptrending market, right? So, you just got to be smart and wait for that market to start putting in a base. And you'll see it. I promise you'll see it if you know what to look for. Okay? Yeah, it's very hard to stay in front of that selling train. So for my longer term traders, I'm looking for 68.44 this morning. If we see we're outside of yesterday's range already, right? We're under 68.64. Right? So look for 54 on the downside. If the overnight low breaks, I think there'll be some margin calls if we open up on a gap. Right? That's to be expected. And it's no big deal. Right? I'll look for a look below and fail of 44. And if that doesn't happen, I'm going to sit out, right? I took a decent short this morning in one of my client accounts. He did well, right? And as he wakes up, he'll be happy, right? So I've already made a little bit of money this Globex, so I'm just going to scalp until we find the bid, okay? What does finding the bid mean? Finding the bid means find the place where the large traders are going to come in and bid the market. Now, what does that mean? Well, when a market falls apart, first the short sellers come in and buy. And then wholesale traders build a position on top of the short sellers, right? Then what happens after that, folks? There was an untraded point of control down here, right? So the first people to come in and buy are smart money shorts. And then wholesale will build a position on top of that. We come in here. There's going to be sellers at 69, right? Now, the dumb money shorts who shorted here, averaged up here, when they get up here, and if there's no supply, you'll get that big green candle, okay? Today, let's see, that might not happen, right? That might not happen because we have some serious liquidation. But my balance zone is 89 to 98. Double it to 71, and then double it again down to 34. So we're still in the middle of the 4 times discount zone. So I think we're going to open on a gap, and I think we're going to go test, what was that level? 68.44 and 3/4. So I'll be looking for 44 and 3/4 on the downside if we open on a gap. Right now you can see that there's a seller at 61, right? Clear as the nose that's on your face, you can see the sellers were lowering price. Hi. Hey, I guess. Hello. Hang on, let me just reach in the tickle trunk and grab a video. There's a bunch of these videos, but here's a quick one on inventory and cost basis. And maybe I should do a 101. Sorry, I've been sick this week. So today I'm finally getting my energy back. And what I'll do is maybe we'll do a 101 session tomorrow. Usually the problem is on Friday, people are pretty tired. You know, let's go see what the cool kids are doing. Robin in the Hood, 76 bid. Apple is bucking the trend, right? As the private equity guys say, curious, right? AMD, let's see if it can hold 200. Amazon, under 231. But the stock still is way up from where it was months ago, right? Even ASML came off a little bit. Broadcom, clean that chart up, JJ. Jeez. Microsoft, I'm looking for 398.22 in the old Mr. Softy. I'm telling you, man, they were like, we've got to try these hamburgers, and it was like my day, it was my cheat day. Oh, did I pay for it? The good thing is I'm down another 4 pounds. Right? Oh, hey, Arcroy, thank you. And that reminds me to clean up my Google chart, which is a mess. Leather jacket guy. Ooh, leather jacket guy found a bid at 172, 37.40. There should be resistance at 179. Okay, on NVIDIA. I call that stock leather jacket guy. It's kind of fitting, right? Everything's trying to find a bid this morning, right? See how these funds work. There was a book I read, oh my God, 35 years ago. And I picked it up in this used bookstore. It was called Dawn Trader's Guide to World Markets. And in that book, and there was another book that a currency trader put out, where he said all these markets are linked together like a spider web. So if you beat one up, you get rotating margin calls. All these risk assets are kind of linked together, right? So you get this snowball effect of selling. Now, but you can see that the selling, even though it's ugly, right? We're down 50 points, right? The selling is ugly, but it's still kind of orderly. I mean, look at the candles, right? So if you're a short and you see those offers lowering and lowering and lowering, you can stay short. This is common sense trading intelligence that you can actually use in a practical way to make money. And that's what we're all about here at Trading Syndicate. We are about teaching you how to make money in a practical manner. Now, Steve's got a sale going. So I would, first, I'm supposed to say like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? I got to start doing that, right? The other thing I'm supposed to say is, well, no, I want you guys to come in the room and learn how to trade, okay? Learn how to trade. We will teach you, right? We'll teach you in a common sense way so you're not going down rabbit holes, right? Everything is looking for the bid this morning. Let's see here. Looking for the bid. These sessions? No, it's on YouTube, so it's automatically recording. Not on Zoom. But thank you. Because I would always forget. I would always forget to record. So remember, we saw a seller up here at 58.5. They came all the way down here. When that green candle went up, whack, they hit it, right? They let it breathe for 1 minute and then they sold into it, right? So I would recommend for those traders, who have a bit of a tough time, right? Those of you who are used to buying the dip and going long, I would let the market kind of find that buy order, right? I don't like shorting right at the bottom. So I'm going to sit and watch the open, right? We're going to open on a gap. Let's see if we fill the gap. Yes, Howard, they are selling everything, right? They're selling everything because, Howard, if you are margined out in Bitcoin, you're going to sell ES. If you're margined out in ES, you're going to sell NQ. If you're margined out in NQ, you're going to sell gold. If you're margined out in gold, you're going to sell silver. See what I mean? So it's like a snowball effect, right? And what we are doing is we are resetting the cost basis in the market. Now, you guys know, right, and ladies too, you guys know that every year we run the market up at Christmas time, right? Right? We run the market up at Christmas time so everybody can get their bonus and feel good. Now, how can you run the market up at Christmas time if you don't take it down now? See what I mean? Right? So now what we're doing, we're in like, did you guys ever watch that TV show, Different Strokes, where they had the schoolyard bully and his name was the Gooch? And he would hold the kids upside down and shake all the money out of their pockets? Well, that, my friends, is what's going on now. Okay? This is exactly it. This is it. This is it. We're taking down Christmas decorations. Beautiful. Now you're cooking with gas. There you go. It was a 70s show, Christian. It was a show in the 70s, and the guy, there was this schoolyard bully, and he'd get everybody's money, and they called him the Gooch. So that's what the Gooch is at work, right? And he's shaking out all those poor people who are using margin, right? It's a margin robbery, my friends. It happened, when Mr. Trump did his Terminator 2 Day of Reckoning or Judgment Day? It's the same thing, guys. You should have seen this movie over and over and over again, right? This is nothing new, right? So we're going to let the large traders, let them find the bids, right? You don't need to find the bid. Let the big traders do the job for you. Just relax, drink your coffee, right? Don't look at your long-term portfolio right now, okay? Please don't look at your long-term stuff right now, right? Yeah, give me your ES or else, okay? Remember, those of you who like to buy the dip, if you buy the dip today, right? Sell it quick, okay? Don't wait for an invitation to sell. Don't be, pretend you're robbing a bank. Go for the counters. Go for the cash drawers. Don't go for the vault, okay? What was our low? 47. I was looking for 44. We're close, right? Let's see what happens, right? The other thing I want you to be aware of is there will be margin call selling today, so you got to look out for that, okay? Yeah, we're robbing banks. Go for the cash drawer. Don't go for the vault on days like this, okay? You're just going to get pinched. Don't worry. It'll be greedy bastard day soon enough. Okay? See, we seem to have found some bids here. So if you're a really fast trader and you went long here and you put your stop here, please sell into strength. Okay? Because there are going to be sellers here and there's going to be sellers here. You guys see that? Right? Just make sure that you sell into strength. Today's not a day to go, oh, I'm going to hold along for 50 points. Right? Sure, that may work, but let's be realistic. Okay? Map out where your sellers are, hit and run. Okay? Now, inventory is very, very short. Let's see what happens when we open in 4 minutes. Where's our swing lows? Should have those mapped out. 68.37 quarter. And then all the way down here at 68.15. So 68.37 quarter. There it is. Right? Those are our lower stops. There we go. Yeah, those are lower, Jim. Those are a wee bit lower. Now, don't be in any rush to take trades. Let the market open. Just relax. Take a deep breath. Enjoy your coffee. Right? See what I said? If you were long at 50, you should have sold at 54. Otherwise, that wasn't smart. Do not be surprised if we test the overnight low. Right? Do not be surprised if it's volatile off the get-go. Okay? You don't have to trade the open. There's lots of opportunity. Okay? Remember, overnight inventory is about 98% short. So we should see some short covering bids. First target, if we hold the overnight low and we don't take out the 50s, if we rotate higher, right, you're going to be putting, you know that there's going to be a seller here at 63, right? There's going to be sellers all the way up the ladder because everybody got smoked with inventory on the way down. So there will be inventory in the shelves that will need cleaning out. Okay? All right. Let's see what they got in the tickle trunk when we open this puppy up. Let's see if we get any short covering off that open in about a minute. Make sure you have your sell orders out, my friends. Right? I just went long 54.63 and I'm selling them at 56 and a quarter. And good thing I did too. Right? I don't really like to trade before the open, but that was kind of obvious to me. And I'm just testing this with the micro. Like I said, I had a good trading day for my client this morning. All right, here we go. Just relax. Just relax. See, there's the test of that bid, right? Right. These are all the margin orders. Everybody's just coming out. They're coming out. They're coming out. They're hot and heavy, right? Let them do it, right? This is margin selling, and you could be quickly down a huge amount of money if you try and bought that candle, right? Let it come down. Let them find the bid. Look how thin it is. It is thin, 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 thin. I'm looking for a look below it fail of that overnight low. I won't transact until we get back up over 48. And I know there's going to be sellers at 52, right? If you are long, make sure you sell into strength because you could be really out quickly, right? Really out quickly. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay. Right? Wait for it. Wait for it. There's a sign, but you could see that there was a seller right there. Right? A little choppy, right? There you go, Howard. It's a thin market, right? If you had $1 billion at work today, Howard, would you be conservative with your money or would you be go, yeah, let's lose all our money today, right? That's not how business works, right? So you'd pull in your sales, right? And you'd be conservative with your money on a day like this. Right? If we take out 34, then we'll double this discount zone again, right? This is margin selling. This is margin selling because I've been the guy who had to sell the margin, right? Look below and fail of 34. If you're long 35, 36, for the love of God, sell into this candle. Okay? We found a bid. Look at that. There's going to be sellers at the overnight low. Everybody see that? Good, good, good. Ooh. We're looking for entry back in to the overnight zone. Remember, there's inventory here. They will sell into it. See there. Okay. Just be patient, my friends. Be smart. Don't worry. Your trading opportunity will come. Right? It's a little choppy right now and it's a little volatile. So just relax. Right? You don't have to trade the open. I know it seems glamorous and all the cool kids trade the open, but not a lot of them actually make money. Oh yeah, we have a Facebook thing. Do I have a Facebook account? I think I do, but I've never used it. Thanks, Nicole. Oh, wait a minute, I do. Okay, cool. I just joined. If we run that A high, my friends, we're going to run some stops. So there should be some selling up at 53. There, see? Running the stops. Looking for sellers up here at 68.58 at a quarter. Bing, there they are. Right? Overnight inventory is short. Beautiful look below of 34. If we can clear all of these sellers here between 60 and 66, your target is going to be 68 and a half. Okay? Now let's see if we stay inside the overnight range. Hey, I did my first Facebook post. Woohoo! We opened on a gap. Indeed, Ginja. Right? Opened on the gap. 100%. So the large shorts come into cover. Wholesale starts building a little long position above those shorts. Right? They say, oh, this guy's a buyer. I'll buy ahead of him. Right? We take out that A high. Thanks, AO. Everyone's like, we opened on a gap. We're pretty close to filling that gap. We're about 3 points away now. Let's see if we fill it. Right? Remember, this market fills downside gaps way more than it fills upside gaps. Right? That's because this is a market that has limited gap is filled. Gap filled. What did I tell you? If you're long and you're still long, your target is 68. I'd be a seller at 66, 67. right? Because you can see they're front running 68. Look. Oh, they just tickled it. See? Look below and fail of 68.34. Target is 71. But hey, let's not be greedy. Let's sell a little bit. Okay? All right. What's next? What's next? Upper stops. 68.81. Look at that, eh? Almost. We went to 70 and 3/4. My level's 71. Right? This method of trading works, my friends, because you're trading with the business. You're not fighting it. You know what I mean? Lots of inventory above us. But that's good, right? Well, we're at 68.66 right now, Sodbuster, so I don't see 68.13 yet, but give it 5 minutes. We could get there. Right now, I'm looking for a rotation back down, right? We're in rotation, right? We rotated from 34 up. Now we're going to rotate back down. Washing machine. Oops, sorry. Back in yesterday's range. Do we hold? Do we stay in yesterday's range, ladies and gentlemen? How's the coin of bitterness doing? Hey, almost back up at where I bought it this morning at 70,600. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. See, this is the rotation back down, right? We looked up, we ran out of product under 34. Now we're going to put it on sale. I'll go look for bids at 52 and see if it holds. It's a bit quicker, right? It's a bit quicker, right? It's okay, right? Fast hands at work, right? Okay, yeah, we found the bid at 56 and a half. Okay, now the longs can get lucky if enough people shorted it down here. We'll creep up to VWAP. Expect some selling if we get close to VWAP. Okay, folks? That's okay. You use hot pockets? That's okay. Don't worry. It's a fast market, right? Fast markets, I trade less. looking for, I think we're going to see a seller somewhere between 78 and 77. Okay? Overnight inventory is short. Overnight inventory is about 98% short, right? So you're going to get short covering, right? So if overnight inventory was long, we would have long liquidation, right? And we had that liquidation. What VWAP am I looking at? I am looking at 23-hour VWAP. So I set my VWAP, and I hope I have it set at the right place. I set my VWAP here at the Globex Open. That's where most people set their VWAP, and all trading companies use 23-hour VWAP. See? Yeah, just mark it at the beginning of every 23-hour session. I'll give you guys, you can anchor your VWAP wherever you like. But if you see, the way I look at it is, you ever see where the alligator goes to the watering hole? What time frame? I'm using a 1-minute chart here. Right? See? 1 minute, 1 minute. Right? So VWAP shouldn't change depending on your time frame if it's anchored at the same place. Whether you're using a 5-minute chart, let's go check it out. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh, where'd my VWAP go? It disappeared. Swine VWAP. See? It should be the same, no matter where you anchor, no matter the time frame. Yeah, but I just like it simple. And here's the thing. I'm the alligator at the watering hole, so I go where all the water buffalo are, and that's where I attack. And I like 23-hour VWAP because that's where all the suckers are. Right? So if you use a larger time frame, your VWAP should be the same. I don't see how it would change depending on the time frame of the chart. Yeah, it's the same. Look, there's a 1-minute chart. There's a 5-minute chart. The VWAP is exactly the same. D2C. Do you see what I'm talking about? There you go. Yeah, it's based on volume, not the time frame of your chart. There you go. Hope that helps. And there's sellers. I told you there'd be sellers at 77. Bada bing, bada boom. There they are. No mystery. Now let's see if we can stay above where the sellers were before. Right? If not, we'll backfill. Thank you, Ed. How you doing, brother? Hey, sorry, I owe you an answer to that thing that you sent me. My brain's just coming back online today, so I will get on that. Apologies for the delay. It's okay. Crypto will be okay, Truth. There's only 21 million coins. Right? You know, the crypto bros might have to sell a Rolex or two, but don't worry. It'll all work out in the wash. Right? And who here has never had to sell a Rolex? Yeah, I do have videos on stop losses. Yeah, DC, you should, if you're in our trading room, brother, just ask the question. We'll help you out, depending what kind of software you use. There's somebody in my room that'll be able to help. Alex V2654. Just DM me. I can help you with that. It's okay, Josh. We got lots of trades, brother. We're still at it's only the 5th of the month. Right now, let's see where we find the bid, okay? That's what we're looking for now, folks, right? Right? We're looking for the bid. Right? Like my old client Jazz would call me up every morning. He'd say, "Girl, you big bitch, go find the bid." And that's what we do, right? We'd sell it down, find the buyers, and then lift price and see if the buyers would chase us, right? And they will, right? And you got to remember, folks, no matter how bad the drama is in the world, you got to be a bit of a bastard and just pay attention to the chart, right? I know there are bad things happening, and I sound very callous, but I don't watch news because it's too depressing, right? So the majority of my news is spent looking at cat and dog videos. And I just pay attention to the chart, right? The chart will set you free, right? See if we can take out that stop here. Sorry, it's the wrong color. And there's four little single prints here, right? So there's a little chunk of supply right here. See? And we went into them, but there's just a wee bit of supply there. You know what? The overnight point of control never moved down, did it? It's still way up there at 69.05. Yeah, anyone who's short under 68.64, right? It's going to be a little choppy here. Now let's see if we can hold yesterday's low. Whoops, it's in the wrong place by one tick. Sorry. Big candles, eh? Some big orders today. Ooh, thanks, Brian. We have news at 10? I completely forgot. Thank you for the heads up. That's right. Job openings, 10 o'clock. And then at 10:50 a.m., Atlanta Fed President Bisquick Bostic speaks. Wait a minute. Bisquick is pancake mix. Sorry, Bostic. Yeah, Steve, I sent him a video. Cool. Start here is always good. and ask lots of questions. All right? I encourage you guys to ask lots of questions. Okay. Little ping pong here, eh, folks, between 61 and 71. Poof. The seller at 68 and a half. No direction home like a rolling stone, AO, in the words of Bob Dylan. We're underneath VWAP right now. Raj, we're working out the margin calls. Right? We're working out those margin calls. Right? If we accept underneath yesterday's low, look for the open. Right? You know, margin calls are ugly. Right? I'm usually on the delivering end of a margin call, but once I got trapped in a crappy short right at Christmas time, right after 9/11, and I got margined out. Ugh, it was horrible. Horrible, horrible. It was one of those scammy, fake anthrax detector stocks. But it happens. Looking for the open. Now, you see when it's like this, don't get sucked into this, right? Don't go long until we get back up over 64 and a quarter, right? Let them work. This area out here is for the larger traders to mess around. If you're short and you're shorting these candles going lower, that's fine. Look for some bids, like save your short 50, 64, 65, 67. Look for some bids here at 55, 52. There's the open, right? And there should be some bids there. Aha, there they are. See? Now, where are they going to sell into that? They sold into it right here at the top of that candle. So, folks, the top of the candles are where the sellers initiate. Okay? Let them sell it. All right? Underneath the open, we're targeting the overnight low. A little choppy. Let it chop around. Right, as you can see, I only trade at an edge. I only trade at an edge. So we rotated from 34 up to 71, 77. Now we're going to rotate back down, and I'll be looking for 34 again. The problem in thin markets like this is if you're shorting near the lows of a candle, what can happen is a big buy order can come in and stop you out really quickly, and then the market would continue lower. That is a problem. right? That's why I like to short, like the look above and fail of 71, short 68, stop at 71, cover some at 61, cover some at 56, etc. Right? Now we're right in the middle of the zone here. Don't diddle in the middle. Make sense? Right? If you are already short, the 1 minute candle tops are all lower, you see? So you can stay short, right? I'd put in a little cover here at the overnight low. This is rotation. Markets rotate when they're trying to find order flow, right? They are rotating down. We're trying to find that big buyer that was there at 34 last time. Maybe they move their buy order up to 43, but we don't know yet. So we let the large traders fish that out for us. Does that make sense? No, no. That was not. No, my buddy, those were my clients. And they said, "JJ, can you hold this $75,000 position for us?" Right? Stock's $5. We're not going to let it go below 5, right? Just take this 75 grand, right? Do us a favor, hold it over the weekend. Woo, look at this. Hello. Right? See, I don't trade this because this is a fool's game trying to trade this. Right? You don't have the execution, you don't have the technology to trade a fast candle like that. Just let them come in and do their business. Yeah, so I took the $75,000 position. The stock was 5. Monday morning pre-market, it was $3.50. Yeah, real gem. I got them back, though. I got them back good, though. I got them back good. Now, under 43, looking for 37. Took me a few months, but I tagged them for about $700,000. Looking to see if we could get underneath 40. There we go. I'm looking for 34 now, okay? Going begging. Lower lows and higher lows. Yeah, it's called balance. Rotation, as the King of Queens would say, truth. We do a soft landing into those 34s. I am not interested in buying it until it looks underneath 34 and comes back up. Right? Because it could look underneath 34, and if it takes out that candle, then all these poor bastards who are long are going to start puking. There's 34. Is that bid still there? We don't know. Right? This candle has 45 seconds left in it. Let it close. Don't try and jump the gun. See how the offer is lifting? That's going to entice you into getting long. Right? When you see the offer lifting. Wait till the candle closes above, I'd say 35, 36. Give it some time. Don't get sucked in because someone's going to spank it here unless there's a big buy order. And if you miss the bottom, that's fine. Right? That's more of a response than I expected on today. Right? So should I have bought 36? Yeah. Was I fast enough? No. Now watch, wait for this next candle. And if this candle opens and holds, well, now you know what to do. Now you're cooking with gas, right? So let's see if this candle holds. Wait for it. Wait for it. You can see there's a seller at 43.25. They moved their sell offers down to 40. Right? Let them work this out. Just be smart. Right? See, the offer is moving down. Don't buy it yet. Wait till the offer starts to lift. Make them prove to you that it's worth buying. Right now, they're not proving it, are they? Right? Wait for it. Now see where they sold into it at 36. I'm not going to touch it until they prove to me that they can get back above 38. Give it that 4 points wiggle room. See, there's a seller at 36. Now they've cleaned that out. There's a seller at 37. There's sellers all the way up the ladder. Long 39, out at 40 3/4. That was quick. Not the greatest trade. So they sold into it again. Right? If it starts chopping, let it chop. That wasn't the greatest trade. See, there's sellers here. So if you're buying this area, right, make sure that you put your sell orders out right away. Because the problem is, if the market takes out that A low, it's going to run everyone's stop, right? And it's going to come down to this cost basis. Right now, I am in no interest at all buying this. See? See how it took out everybody's stop? Now let's see if we bring in some buyers or if we bring in more selling. Just be patient. Look below and fail of 34 on deck. Not long yet. You got to prove to me that you're worth buying, right? Prove it. They're not proving it yet, right? There's a seller up here. Mark it. Mark the seller. Right, under 34, I got a target at 24.5, and then this stop here at 22. Yeah, the coin of bitterness is really sucking wind today. It's a risk asset, my friends. It's a risk asset. It's not a stable, it's these assets that we trade, these are trading assets, and you got to be really careful. Looking for 24.5. Now, when the market's doing this, and I'm not short, I'll just step back and let it. I have no desire to participate in business that's not clear. Don't worry, the market will find a bid. Let's go take a look and see what Crabapple's doing. A little bit of selling. Microsoft down to that 390. Well, I'm looking for 398.22. The low 398.29. Close. Right? Nvidia 172.37. Palantir is going to come back into this cost basis here around 124. Right? This is how markets work, folks. We are resetting our cost basis. Right? We are resetting our cost basis and we're trying to find the bid. And as usual, you know, price discovery, price action is horrible. It's very hard for people to stomach, you know. MSTR, I was looking for 113.61. We hit 114.65. How's everybody doing out there? Is there still a pulse? How it reacts at 24.5. Right, we came, what, 2 ticks underneath? Found a little bit of a bid, but they're going to sell into it. They got to sell into it. Right, under 24, under 22, I'm looking for 15. And here's a little secret. We had a look above and fail of 70.30. Target is 67.88 and 3/4, folks. So just so you know, okay? For the longer term traders, that's where I'm looking for bids for the really big bid. Okay? Does that make sense? These are very big levels and they work very, very well. 70.30 is the top, 67.88 and 3/4 is the bottom. Nice work, Ed. Nice work. Market is trying to find the bid, folks. Everything is just getting totally destroyed out there. Stay the hell away from it. As a long. What did I say? 68.15? A couple of ticks away from it. We went to 15 and 3/4. I don't expect that level to hold. Right? So you can see we did fill the gap and then the selling just it started to accelerate. So my next Bitcoin level is 67,259. Let's see if we can get down there. Is there a live stream? Nice short. What? Yes, there is. There always is a live stream. Oh. Any questions, folks? No? There's a bid. There's a big, beautiful bid. Let's see where they sell it to it, Josh. Probably somewhere up here at 28. There you go. Hey, Bill, how you doing? Not sure, Arcroy. Not sure. So go ahead, Brian. Fire away on your question. So when days like this, I don't take anything for granted, right? And you'll notice that I did my trading in Globex, and I'm kind of done right now. So I'll let everybody else beat each other up. Do I ever use bookmap, heat map, all that stuff? No. Do you know why, Brian? Because no trader, unless they're like on a 4-day Coke binge, is going to show their orders in an order book. So I'll just use my levels, right? Do you think if there was a software that showed you accurately where the big traders are, that would show you how to trade off of that, don't you think it would be owned by somebody like Renaissance Technologies? Why would they let schmucks like us use it? Right? I've been manipulating the level 2 in order books for 30 years, for 3 decades. And I'll tell you something. If I show a big buy order, it means I'm a seller. If I show a big sell order, it means I'm a buyer. Right? It's a fool's game. Right? It's a fool's game. No trader in their right mind is going to show you their hand. Why would they? Why would you ever put out, oh, I'm going to buy 1 million shares at this price? Everybody would front run you, and you would never get filled. Oh, you find the bid all day. Depends on different time frames. Jim Cramer is the retail level too. I thought he runs an Italian restaurant now. I didn't think he was still on TV. So for me, acceptance non-unique user is how much time does it take me to do my business? So here, let's dig in. Here the market accepted above 68.15. All I need is a minute or two to buy 68.16 and sell 68.20. So for me, acceptance is 90 seconds. The market profile definition of acceptance is 2 half-hour periods. No, no, they don't show it out of the kindness of their heart, Alex. No. Yeah, there's so many people trapped long, right? Do you know, like, the market's been doing this for months, right? And it's been trapping shorts and trapping shorts. I'm looking for 68.07. Our low is 68.10, right? Let's see if we hold that. These are longer time frames. So there's some swing lows here. Swing low, swing low, swing low, right? You're going to have this movement, right? You're going to have this, the move down. We had that big gap. We filled the gap, right? You got to take the down with the up, right? There you go, Jam. Oh, just let the market find the buyers, then go step in. If you're unsure what to do, don't trade. Okay, just sit and watch. Okay? You don't have to trade volatility. Excuse me, I'm going to cough 1 sec. Sorry, folks. Oof. Still got a bit of a cough. Hey, good stuff, Travis. Really well done. So, folks, I would hope that you come and join the tradingsyndicate.org. The old lungs are starting to act up again on me now. I will leave you while this market looks for its low. Just relax, let the market find the bid. Come join us at the Trading Syndicate if you want to learn how to do this and make a living. We'll also teach you when not to trade. You know, there are certain times you shouldn't be in the market because you don't have the skill or the capital. And that's okay because you can use that time to sit and watch and learn. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a wonderful afternoon. Please trade responsibly. All right? And we will see you tomorrow morning at 7:30 in the morning UK time. We appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye for now.